What's going on, all you lovely people? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Mike O'Hora, and this is a lovely penguin. Welcome back. Welcome to the Waddle, my friends. Welcome. Today, we are checking out someone brand new. In fact, if you were with us on our lovely laughs this past Monday on our year anniversary, we talked about a bunch of different possible videos and stuff to watch, and you know what? We're kind of at a very quick in-between before we're going to have multiple new releases coming out and stuff. So I figured, you know what? Let's check out one of the bands that everybody seemed to highly recommend inside of our chat there. So we're checking out One OK Rock, and we're checking out the song We Are. I've never heard of this group besides them being recommended to me. I have no idea what they're like. I will say, just looking up the video, I you had to see the thumbnails and stuff. Looks like they're a rock group. And I will say an interesting thing is that they are with the label Fueled by Ramen, which is the label that has a lot of my old favorite bands. So that's definitely an interesting thing to see. So very curious, kind of weird that I haven't heard of them though, because it feels like they might have fallen into the realm of music I'm normally into, but I have no idea. So what we're going to do here today is they have an official music video. We're going to watch that, which I assume is in English, mainly because there's also a Japanese version, considering they are a band from Japan, I believe, or at least they're all Japanese in the band. So we're going to watch both the English and the Japanese version, and then we're going to finish it off with a big old live performance that they had in Japan at the Dome. At the Dome tour is what it is. So we're going to watch all that stuff. It's going to be a good time, I hope. But yeah, guys, if you are here and you are not subbed to the channel, what are you doing? Join us. Come on, join the Waddle. It's fun. It doesn't cost you anything. And you can just ignore my videos. Whatever. Just help me out. But yeah, guys, let's go without further ado. Let's get into this video right now. One OK Rock. We Are. Nice wet floor with the lights silhouette. Very cool.
They think that we're no one, we're nothing, not sorry. They push us, it's too late, not going back.
Yes! Nice! Okay, before we get in too far just yet, I just want to acknowledge, first off, that beginning of the song, awesome build up. Obviously, they got the long held out, crescendoing notes and whatnot. Very epic feel, very, very big feel to it. And yeah, it sounds like this is a rock band. Let's go. We haven't gotten to see any of these yet. Let's freaking go. Hell yeah, dude. Oh, man. I wonder if they're like pop punk or like, I wonder where they fall in. I wonder if they scream. Because a lot of the bands that I listen to from Fueled by Ramen is they scream in it. Also, hold on. Let me just double check real quick. Sorry, I just had to double check and just make sure. But yeah, it's like pretty much most of the big hitters from when I was like in middle school or in high school. Fueled by Ramen. Or is it like emo? These guys have a great voice too. dark.
Now covered in madness, but they just can't hurt us. They tell us we're nothing, keep walking and letting go. They are the weakest and don't even know anything to say whenever break your hearts all go. When you're standing on the edge, so young and hopeless, God damn it's in your head. We are.
Yo, first off, this is great. This is awesome. This sounds really, really cool. It's very reminiscent of music I listened to a lot when I was younger. I still listen to it a little bit here and there. But this is like this is more like the music that my favorite band started to make as I started listening to them less. If that makes any sense. It's kind of more like leaving the pop punk thing and going more like pop rock type of music, if that makes sense. But it's still got like a little bit of emo-ness in there too, which is kind of fun. Weird. This is so strange. I'm so used to doing K-pop stuff now that I'm like, what do I even say? What do I do? I love the message in it too. Like, you know, like it sounds essentially like they're just kind of talking about like, you know, we are here for each other. You know, we're not alone. You're not lost in the dark. We're the colors in the dark. You know, and it's a very, very positive song because at least back with the old emo stuff, that was what a lot of it was about. It was like a lot of it was being sad and stuff, but then there was also a lot of songs just essentially about coping with like depression and stuff and seeing that, you know, life isn't exactly how do I say it the best? It's not as bad as you think it is, if that makes sense. You know, obviously you're experiencing a lot at this point in your life, especially because this music's typically more pointed towards like young, you know, high school, maybe a little after high school age young adults, aged people. And it's about giving you hope. It's about giving hope when it feels like there is none, you know? And that was what a lot of the best emo songs that I remember really did, you know? I don't know, maybe we do a deep dive on emo music. That'd be kind of crazy. That'd be kind of nuts. I mean, it wouldn't be me reacting, but it'd just be more me like showing you guys stuff. But I don't know. If you guys want that, let me know. I'll figure something out with that. Yeah, be yourself, baby.
I'm not afraid, so never tell yourself you should be someone else. Stand up,
Very
tall and
positive.
say, I'm not afraid. When you're standing on the edge, so young and hopeless, God damn it's in your head. We are not rebels, your feet, not here to hide out. 'Cause we are
Dude, they rock.
the colors in the dark.
Oh, that's great. That's a really good song. Also, cool video. Before we go and watch the Japanese version, which it looks probably like it's gonna be like the same thing. So there's a lot of simple things happening. Obviously, they're inside this big building. You can actually see it. Oops, on the screen right over here. They got that awesome light fixture setup going on. They wet all the floors down. It's like inside of what looks like possibly a warehouse or something that they just kind of cleared the area out in. And it's simple lighting stuff, you know. It's very, very simplistic lighting stuff. So they did some things with some mirrors. And there's actually one shot in particular that I find also pretty fascinating. And it's the shot where they're in a mirrored corner, right? Because if you angle the mirrors inwards, if you make the angle more of an acute angle, right, rather than like typically it would be like a 90-degree angle, roughly. I mean, I'm demonstrating with my hands. That's roughly 90 degrees, right? But if you were to make it a little bit more acute, a little closer of an angle, then you can actually hide the camera in the shot. So it looks like there's like infinite amounts of the band, but it hides the camera because the camera gets kind of closed into the very scene where the mirrors are. So cool little tricks that you can do. It's a little hard to tell. It looks like it's a wide open angle, but it's not. And yeah, I mean, besides that, it's a lot of mirrors, a lot of light setups. Relatively simple for the most part, but still makes for a great video. Very cool. Sounds like a very positive and uplifting song, so that's really awesome as well. And yeah, I guess let's listen to it in Japanese now. This time we'll get to actually really pay attention more to the video itself. And I heard that the Japanese version is also really dope. So let's go. We are Stomach. Mark Stomach.
They think that we're no one, we're nothing, not sorry. They push us, it's too late, not going back.
Wait. This is the Japanese version. He just sung in English. Oh, here we go. Wait. Was the beginning bit in Japanese and I'm just crazy? No, okay, so the Japanese version is a mix of English and Japanese. Cool. Dude, that intro into the song is so good. The drums just punching in. Hell yeah, those long held out notes, beautiful. Sorry, that's the room I was talking about. So right here, this is where they hide the camera. In fact, you can actually kind of see it a little bit just on the very edge here, on both sides. But for the most part, obviously they have to have a camera in the room. But the way that the room's angled, it would be a little bit tighter than a 90-degree angle just to hide the camera a little bit better. Plus, having him right in front also helps cover the camera from the mirrors as well. But there's always going to be a little bit of overlay unless they were to punch in a little bit closer. But yeah, movie magic, baby.
We Someone else, stand up tall and say, I'm not afraid, I'm not afraid. So never tell yourself you should be someone else. Stand up tall and say, I'm not afraid. When you're standing on the edge, so young and hopeless, got demons in your head. We are not rapping against your feet, not here to hurt you. 'Cause we are the colors in the dark.
Dang, man. You can just see how much he's like feeling those lyrics too as he sings it. You can see the emotion in his face. It's pretty dope. Very cool. Any more? No. All right. Well, I will say, let me correct myself very quickly before we get on to the live performance. I'm very excited to see this live, by the way. But that mirror room, they did have the walls at a 90 degree. Just saying. You actually, I did notice it because he did duck down at one point. And when he does duck down, you can actually see the camera right there, which means they didn't actually close the walls in enough to hide the camera. But, I mean, hey. I guess they just reasoned him to cover it for the most part. It's very quick. You wouldn't really notice it if I didn't say anything about it, but it's just those little things as an art person that I think about. But the only other thing I could think about too was like, it'd be cool if there was more of like a guitar solo in there at some point. You know, just kind of, I don't know. It's not like a necessary thing, you know, and it's definitely me nitpicking. Let's be honest. It's a freaking sick song, great message, well performed, well put together. I think they all crush. But you know, I mean, it's in classic rock's formation. There's typically like a guitar solo or something, but you know, whatever. Maybe they do it live. Who knows? But yeah. This is very cool. I still am a little shocked that I haven't heard of them because like they are kind of in the scene that I used to be in, but it looks like they might have come around like right after I stopped paying attention to it. So that might be why. If you can let me know down in the comments when these guys first came out, that would be pretty dope because then I could figure it out. Because I don't know, these guys seem like they'd be on like Warped Tour and stuff, but I mean, I haven't been to Warped Tour since 20, or I guess it would be 2008 or 7 or something like that. Or maybe I don't remember what the last year I went was. I went for 4 years, but I think I went 5, 6, 7, 8 maybe, or it was 4, 5, 6, 7. Whatever. I don't know. R.I.P. to Vans Warped Tour. We miss you, and you had some of the best times of my life there. So let's check out how these guys do live. They're in their hometown in Japan doing the Dome Tour, so let's see. It's probably gonna be epic. Oh, actually, sorry, one more thing before we go. I like the Japanese version better than the English version. I feel like the lyrics just felt a little smoother, if that makes sense. It felt more put together in Japanese, even though I don't speak Japanese. I don't know. It just aesthetically, it sounded better, I guess. I don't know if aesthetic's the right word either, but whatever. You know what I mean. Oh, they got light watches. See that? Like light bombs, like K-pop, but they're watches. That's sick. Epic. Oh, that must be so cool to be in a Coliseum for that or whatever. Arena.
Not sorry, they push us. It's too late. It's too late. Not going back.
Dang, you sound really good. I love his face while he sings. God, it just... I feel like I can feel what he's feeling. Very expressive. Oh, changing up with the drums here. Okay. Woo, dude, I'm getting goosebumps. Yo. Here we go. There's the solo. Nice. Dude, hearing the crowd sings like that, bro, it's sending tingles up and down my spine. Oh, I love it. Dude, this is so good. Jeez Louise, man. Woo! That's dope. Dang, man. Solid finish. Whew. Dang, that was dope. That's really, really, really cool. I personally, I love that. I thought it was great. Very uplifting. The song's just a bop. It's good. It's a good song. Yeah, I think that was a solid group. Let me know if you guys want to see more from them. Let me know what songs you want to see, if you want to see any more from them. Because obviously a little bit outside of what we normally do, but honestly it's right in my wheelhouse. So I will gladly listen to them again for sure. That was great. Also, what a good live performance. Oh man. Plus, I will say the thing that really throws me off there at the end too is like looking at the crowd. And maybe I'm wondering if it's because it's in Japan and they try to be a little more organized and stuff, but everybody seemed to be lined up and I'm guessing that's seats like that. There's seats in their rows and whatnot, and like it's not like general admission like you'd see at a lot of shows here in the US where there's just standing areas in there that everybody kind of pushes towards the front and gets up against the gates and mosh pits open and all that kind of stuff. So a little weird to see the crowd like that, but the band killed. The band crushes. That was a fantastic performance. Like I said, I love the singer. His face just is super emotive and expressive. So it just really helps you get the feeling for the song. And it's like the song has a sense of urgency in just the sense of not losing yourself to essentially life around you, society around you, to the depression. They even talk about like that you have your own demons that you're fighting. Things like that, which it's a super important message too of just, you know, you need to learn to not only be yourself but also love yourself as well, you know, and love the person that you are. And it's a great message, to be honest. So like I said, it's cool because it definitely brings me back to a lot of the emo stuff. And like I didn't realize when I was into emo music and stuff in the past, like it took me a long time to sit and actually listen to a lot of the lyrics to realize that like it's not all as sad as you think. A lot of the songs actually have a lot of real positivity in them, and there's a lot of really great messages in a lot of the songs. And of course, it's not every song, it's not every band, of course, but like a lot of the music I listened to back then like had some really serious positive messages behind them. So it's really cool to see a group like this just out there crushing it, you know. Dude, it's driving me crazy. I gotta sit and do the research, but there was a hardcore band that I'm pretty sure was from Korea. I don't think they might have been Japanese, but they were like a hardcore screamo band, and they played I think it was at a Taste of Chaos. I don't remember. It was either Taste of Chaos or I might have seen them at both at Warped Tour as well. But they were so damn cool, and like I never took their name down, so I never listened to their music outside of those concerts, and I regret it because they sounded freaking sick. And if you know what I'm talking about, maybe let me know, because I would love to check them out again as well. But in the meantime, write down below all the stuff that you want to see coming up with these guys if you want, and if there's other bands and stuff that you want to see, go ahead and write that down there too. I do have an incredibly long list that I have on my phone, and I will add them in there, and I will have infinite amount of videos to make for you guys for the rest of our lives. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching up to this point. I love you all. Stay aggressively positive, and we will catch you on the next one. That is if you sub, of course, because I forgot to say that already. So make sure you're sub to the channel. Okay, love you guys. All right, goodbye. Mwah!